Boom. Started up the live. What's up, everybody? How you guys all doing today? Thank you guys for tuning in as soon as I announced it. I know today we're trading a lot later, so there's going to be different people that can show up right now, and then there's going to be a lot of people that couldn't show up. So if you guys are here, I appreciate you, first of all. Let's hop straight into the charts. Let me send out a few announcements on Discord, because we are on track to starting at 7 o'clock. Let's get it. If you guys are new, once again, always use the general chat to send any messages. I'm also going to send out the link right now to everybody that's in my Telegram group. Laggy. Check, 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 check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Still laggy. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. You good? All right, let's get it. Any complaints whatsoever? All right, let me share my screen for everybody. 86 people in here. What's up, everybody? Love to see you guys all in this server. Let's kill it today. Let us kill it. All right, gotta get off of this page. I got a banger YouTube video coming out, guys. You guys are gonna love it. Ooh, what a open. What a market open today. Okay, I shared the wrong screen. Here you guys go. All right, so for those of you guys that don't know, if you guys are completely new to trading, you always use TradingView to mark out all of your trades. Don't typically, if you're learning a strategy from YouTube, like that involves order blocks, liquidity, fair value gaps, don't use the chart that they typically have on the actual like prop firm or broker that you're trading with. Use TradingView and then execute on the other one. So like DX Trade is the platform that we use for this prop firm, which is Legacy Funded Futures. For those of you guys that don't know, this Discord server is for Legacy Funded Futures. We obviously trade futures. And the pair that I trade during this session, Asia session, is going to be gold. So if you're looking for it on futures, it's going to be MGC or GC. So I'm on micros because I do have to get out a little bit of drawdown. I manage a few accounts, so sometimes when I take losses during Asia session, make it back on my live account. This is a funded account, by the way, so I got to get back up those winning days so I can get a payout. So just off of the rip, what I'm noticing happened from the open is that we got a 4-hour IFEG up here on the 4-hour time frame, and gold actually respected it and melted. So this means that DXY was probably running up higher, and I'm still expecting gold to go down for this simple reason. So if you guys have noticed on the monthly time frame on the dollar, we had this monthly IFEG. And we tapped into it this week for the first time right there. We ran up instantly as soon as the 3-month candle opened. The next day we ran up, tapped into it, and pulled all the way back down. Now we're heading back up, and I think we're going to keep running up higher. I have a really nice target that I'm looking for on Euro USD, which is going to be the direct opposite of what's happening on the dollar. I want to see this level right here get taken. Once it takes out this low right here and taps into this level, I'm so bullish. And I'm going to be taking some nice swing positions. So I've just been waiting for that to happen on a few of my live accounts that I'm preparing for that. And then on gold, I'm just expecting gold to also reverse a little bit just because we do have a weekly candle with a no wick. Now, I told everybody already this isn't going to be something that we're targeting this week. It can continue to fly up because the dollar has been plummeting down. But we do have a lot of targets. We have a weekly fair value gap down here as well. We barely missed that weekly fair value gap right here. You can see that we barely missed it, and then we ripped up. So I'm expecting us to pull back down a little bit. Let's get rid of this and check what's going on the daily time frame, because this is very important. When you're analyzing a pair that you're trading, you want to make sure that you don't miss any time frames. And one of the things that kind of just changes the narrative of what I was just looking for, as I said, like I was looking for a little bit of sells, but take a look at what's happening on gold on the daily time frame. Do you guys know what this is right here? This is a bearish fair value gap. When it closes above the fair value gaps, they become bullish confluences. And you can see here on the daily time frame, we tapped into a bullish daily IFG. So this is a bullish confluence, and I'm now expecting price to pull up higher from this. Dang. So I guess we're switching up the narrative here. We tapped into this gap. We're already getting a nice reaction. So I'm sure lower time frame, there's going to be some confirmation right now. So here we got a huge liquidity sweep. We have a 30-minute fair value gap that's forming right here. And what we're going to do is called front running a gap, which means we enter before it disrespects it. So I'm going to get in buys right here, and I'm going to expect it to flip this gap once we get that new 4-hour candle in 4 minutes. All right, guys. So we're expecting longs because we tapped into a daily bullish confluence. Lower time frame, the confirmation that I want is I want for us to run up and close above this gap right here. Why? Because this is a bearish gap, but because the bullish or the daily narrative, so daily narrative bullish. Because the daily narrative is bullish, I'm going to expect a lower time frame confluences to get disrespected. So here we have the narrative, it's going to be bullish, and I'm going to expect us to run up above this gap and continue higher. And then we're going to use the lower time frame over here on the left hand side as a confirmation. We're going to look for some market structure on the left hand side for our actual entry. Boom. Does everybody understand what I'm looking for today? We're looking for some buys. We already have a nice bullish confluence on the daily time frame. It already tapped in there. Unfortunately, we weren't trading when Asia session opened up, but we're still coming in at a really good time. One of the reasons why I like trading Asia session, and specifically like 7 o'clock, sometimes I go live at 5, that's the Asia open, but one of my favorite times to trade, like early morning, is when a new 4-hour candle opens. I love trading when a new 4-hour candle opens because there's going to be a ton of volatility. Like, you can never go wrong with a 4-hour candle open. Like, take a look at every single 4-hour candle. They're all massive. So early on into a new 4-hour candle, there's going to be a lot of manipulation, and then there's going to be a big expansion. So I think the overall narrative for today is going to be bullish because we're coming off of this daily gap. And I think that we're going to get a lot of volatility right now in this next 4-hour candle. So take a look right here. We have 1 minute and 50 seconds until that 4-hour candle closes. All right, chat, let me read some of your chats. Are we looking for gold buys? Yes, we are looking for gold buys. To type in, y'all should say what to type in and not the pair, because it's all different. What to type in legacy. Legacy, it's GC. Symbol is GC. It's gold. We're trading gold. What's XAUUSD? XAUUSD is gold. GC and XAUUSD is the same exact thing. The reason why I look at this Forex trading view is because that's what ICT teaches. He says that this is the official chart. And for the last 4 years that I've been trading on this chart, I've been trading for a total of 6 years, and I've been profitable for about 4 of those years. And since I started, I've always used Forex.com, and I've even compared it to other charts. Like here, if we search up gold, XAUUSD, and you go to the Oanda chart, it's going to look completely different. So let's compare. Look at this 30-minute time frame and this 30-minute time frame. There's going to be a lot of like gaps around the candles, and they're going to look a little bit different. Even when you're trading order blocks or anything else, it's going to look different, and it's going to throw you off. So my advice is always use the Forex.com charts. Okay, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. We're about to get a new 4-hour candle over here. Boom. Boom. All right, keep close eye on this. Let's go. I'm expecting longs. I'm looking to get in longs. Gonna probably trade with about 5 micros today. Let's see if we get any lower time frame confirmation, but I like how this looks. I like where we're at right now. All right, guys, I want to enter here. Whew. Doesn't look like there's any for value gaps or anything we can use. I'll probably use this one right here, 1 minute time frame. It closes above this one, I'm in, okay? I'm literally hopping in as soon as it closes above this gap right here, and I'm gonna run it up. We got 30 seconds until the close. 30 seconds, 29, 28, 27, 26. Narrative is bullish, guys, so we're looking for buys. All right, 10 seconds until it closes. If it closes above this gap, I'm going in for longs. 7, 6, 5. Okay, we didn't close above it. I still want to see this close above. I think it's probably going to close above in the next candle, but let's be patient here. We got to wait another minute. This is just lower time frame structure. Like, you don't want to get in if it doesn't show you that lower time frame confirmation. No, it doesn't have to be legacy. If you're on liquid brokers, if you're on a live account, then you just have to search up XAUUSD. It's just going to be different. Wait, what the heck? Why does my gold 4-hour candle finishes in 3 hours? That's because you're using a different chart. When you're confident in a position, the market moves against you, but it doesn't hit your SL. And when you scale into the trade, you typically go in 1x increments, or do you prefer to use multiples? If I'm entering with a smaller lot size because the trade RR is pretty bad, then I'll add into it. But when I'm confident in a position, I'll typically just drop the full lot size. It kind of just depends on how well my position is placed. How come my 4-hour candle finishes in 3 hours? Like I said, you're just using a different gold chart. Yo, how did you add a link in TradingView that one time? You just right click it at the top. So at the top right here, you right click it and you do add tab to split view, and you click legacy and it'll pop up right there. So you can add it right there. See that? So I'm just waiting for it to close above. I'm going to get rid of this though, because I don't want it to be there. Isn't Legacy's platform super sick though? I really love it. It's really nice to change all of your orders. If you enter, for example, you can drag your stop loss, you can drag your TP. Most futures prop firms make it a lot really difficult. Part of the reason why I trade with Legacy. All right, we got you can see that we stayed below this for value gap here, and now we're melting down. But that's fine. We just took out some liquidity here. Honestly, guys, this is a better entry. This right here is a better entry for us. Let me take a look at the dollar, and if the dollar looks like it's going to continue going up, then I'm going to long as well. All right, I like it. I like it. Hold on. Because that would be a good entry. We got a liquidity sweep right there. All right, guys, I'm going to hop in here. I'm hopping in. 5 micros. Boom. Sell stop. Placed. Entry was on the 1 minute time frame. Let's run it up. Honestly, pretty solid entry. Pretty much ran straight into profits right away. I'm looking for all these highs to get taken out, and I'm looking for it to dig back up into this gap. Obviously, the daily narrative is bullish, so this is a pretty premium price to get in. It's a pretty nice area. Not premium, but discount. If you guys trade with Mamba, then he teaches the Fibonacci a lot, where if you drag out the Fibonacci and there's a swing high like this, pretty much if it pulls back down below the 0.5, then that's the discount, which means that people that were selling are going to be closing their positions here. and people that want to buy, they're gonna buy at a cheaper price so that they can sell it at a premium. Once again, we tapped into this gap and we're staying below it. So I want to see us run back up and close above that gap. Once we close above this gap, I'm going to go break even on this trade. It's a 1 minute time frame. Like I said, a 4-hour candle is what we got. That's why there's going to be a lot of volatility here. And we're hoping this volatility is in the right direction. Come on. Come on, 4-hour candle. We want a big, bullish 4-hour candle. What's good, Mark and everyone else? Remember parking? I did already pay for parking. As soon as I walked out of the car, I just paid for it. I was like, I don't care that I'm missing out on time here. I'm just paying for it. I missed it, sorry. Where did you right click? You right click the tab at the top of the screen. You click the tab, sorry. I should have been specific. You click the tab. Maybe you guys just can't see it on the stream. My green and red lines are like all one straight line. No, I'm confused on legacy. Your green and red lines are like one straight line. How to fix this? You're saying on legacy, all of your... they're just like one flat. Maybe it's because you're on a high time frame and you just squished it like this. So you just drag it back up. Let's go. Looks like we're about to close above this 1 minute candle. 1 minute for value gap, I mean. We're about to close above it. That would be a great market structure shift towards the buy side. It's struggling though. It's struggling to get up there. Dang, what a low pullback. I always tell people the most important thing is just to make sure that you know how much you're risking on each position. Because if you can't keep it the same, then when you start revenge trading and you don't know how much you're risking, every single time you enter, you're going to get a bad RR and your stop loss is going to be pretty big. You're going to lose a lot of money. All right, I think that took me out right there. Very quick $75 loss. But honestly, I got in before it actually flipped this gap. So I was playing around a little bit with the like market structure. I was hoping that it was going to flip up because it respected this gap down here. Pretty tight trade. We just have to wait for that market structure shift. I'm going to get in for another trade. Same narrative. Narrative doesn't change. We're still bullish on the daily time frame because of this daily gap right here. Closed above it, came back into it. So for everybody that's just tuning in, we tapped back in it on the daily time frame. We're looking for it to expand into a bullish candle, maybe even go for all-time highs. But you can see that we're failing to close above this gap right here, 1 minute time frame. We're staying underneath it. So it's showing us that the order flow right now is pretty bearish. Looking for all buyers, include Mark to get taken out and enter my buys at the limits. It doesn't really matter that I got taken out here because we're just placing trades in order to get in when it does actually run. Where's your buy limit at though? 4468. 4468. Honestly, it's not too far off though from where we're at. Why do you think it's gonna go down there? There's nothing on the 4-hour time frame, so I genuinely just think it's gonna run up right now. So once we close above, I'll get into a second trade. Stop loss is gonna go a little bit bigger below this low. Same position size. 4, 3, 2. Dang. You guys know when it like literally takes you out and flies straight to your TP? That's what just happened right now. It's a little bit unfortunate. I guess my stop was a little tight. It just wanted to tap back into that 1 minute gap again. Pulling back to go higher. It hasn't hit my SL yet. I thought we had the same SL. Sometimes it's just the difference between the account that you're trading on. Inducement liquidity plus Fibonacci level plus 5 minute FEG at 4468. Okay. Okay. I'm still in. Nice dub, Marky. Love it. Let's go. Once it closes above, I'm hopping in this as well. Let's get it. Still missed my SL. So it was just me that got taken out. It's still failing to close above this gap. I'm telling you guys, like even the 1 minute gaps, when they hold, guys, it's dangerous. It's way too dangerous. Let's go though. We got a little 1 minute gap right here. You guys see that low 1 minute gap? Let me check all the other time frames, see if I'm missing anything. We got a 1 hour fair value gap as well, guys. Fair value gaps are like magnets in the market, especially 1 hour time frame. Huge time frame. We're definitely gonna dig up into this area at some point. So once this manipulation leg is done, I'm going in longs, guys, and this is gonna be a nice long. Like there's no shot we're gonna run down without tapping into this 1 hour gap. We can literally just use it as a magnet right here as our TP. It's gonna go there. All right, low key, guys. I'm gonna hop in just so it doesn't fly without us. Sometimes it just closes above the gaps and runs. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place a little bit of a bigger stop loss. So I'm gonna place my sell stop right there, 5, and I'm hopping in a trade again. This is going to be a little bit of a bigger trade, but I'm honestly expecting it to run, especially given the fact that we also have this 1 hour gap. It just makes me a lot more confident that we're going to be drawn up to this area. Let's go. Come on, one of these candles is going to fly up. I'm telling you guys. Early 4 hour candle manipulation. Man, I'm having a terrible day. My stop loss hit. I'm down 1.2k. Just off of this trade right now. Yeah, I'm still looking for buys. Narrative is bullish. It says it all over the screen. Like I said, I'm using this as my drawn liquidity. I want it to pull up into this gap. Dang. Dang. We're staying below that 1 minute gap. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Scale back out. One of the guys in here was looking for this 5 minute gap down here. No matter how I look at it, like I'm gonna be bullish today because of the daily time frame. We also got some nice liquidity here now. So take a look at this. We got some nice highs to get taken out. Now we just have to wait for that reversal. Come on, dollar. All right, we're about to get a new 5 minute candle. New 5 minute candle just opened. Seriously, no new gaps though. Prices being very, very difficult to trade. There's no new gaps forming, so the price action isn't the best. Boom, boom. That was brutal. 5-minute FEG and IFEG. Yes, sir. What do you think about the 15-minute bearish gap? Like I said, I'm bullish because we have a 1 hour fair value gap on the left-hand side. I'm using that as a magnet. And then we also are running from a daily bullish gap. So either way, expecting buys here. Four, 4, 6, 8. You might be right here, brother. Let's see. Okay, we took 2 buys before it actually flipped to this little gap that we have up here. We have this 1 minute gap and we took 2 buys before it flipped it. Let's see if we get a nice, beautiful trade once we actually flip it, because you can see that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times that it tapped into this gap, it has always stayed below it. Once we come back above it, that's going to be a beautiful like display that it's changing directions. And that's still lower than this 1 hour gap. 1 hour gap's right here. What you guys thinking? Be ready, be fast. I genuinely think price is gonna like run straight into this gap and fill it completely. So I want to be able to get in before that happens. Already entered. I might be the only guy bearish. Well, yeah, you would be the only guy bearish because everything else is pointing to buys today, brother. It's just a matter of execution. Like, I got chopped up 2 times right here because we're moving sideways and my stop loss was super tight. Like I said, if we can get in anywhere below this 1 hour gap, it's going to be a high probability setup. It's going to run through this gap. I think it's going to fill it. So it's fine. Even if it's running right now, do not panic. We just got to get in a good entry right here. Might be time to whip out the live account, guys. 6-5. I'll show you guys my execution on the live account. Sharing my entire screen now. Boom. Alright, guys. I'm going to hop in right there on the live. Drop 4 lots on this. I'm on the wrong time frame. All I needed was to put it right underneath this low. Let me hop in on legacy as well. Like I said, anywhere below that sell stop, anywhere below that 1 hour gap is going to be a high probability setup because it's just going to gap straight into it and try to fill it. Market always tries to fill it. I think if we're bullish, we're going to run straight through it and we're going to go even higher than this. You always want to use these fair value gaps as magnets. It's just your target for the day. Once it runs up here, we go break even and we just hold the rest. Come on, keep pushing. We're now inside of that 1 hour gap. We also took out all these highs, so that's a little bit scary. Like I said, we got some nice highs right here. A little bit scary. Once we run a little bit deeper into this gap, I'm going to go break even. Because I can't do that right now. There you go. Took out the highs there. What's my TP? What am I looking for? I'm looking for the top of this gap to get filled. So right now the TP is going to go at the top of this gap, which would be 4482, pretty much 4483. This is just a one-on-one RR. I can go break even already though. risk it because the entry was really high up. Took out all that liquidity. We tapped into the 1 hour gap. Hopefully this position survives here. Let's go. I'm going to move this one to break even as well. There's no point not doing that. It's as simple as that. You just literally drag it. If you're buying, you have to put a sell stop. Come on, survive here. We just needed to dig deeper into this 1 hour gap. As long as it doesn't pull back down against us, we'll be fine. Alright, that should have taken me out at break even, to be honest. I just didn't like the fact that we entered too late up into this move. Depending on how this candle closes, I might just re-enter off of that. Let's see what chat's saying. First gold trade, I only trade New York. What's up, brother? What do you trade during New York? NQ? I ran 2,500 this morning. Nice trade. I'm out. Let's go. All right, I'm hopping in again. I'm hopping in again off that 1 minute. Stop loss is just literally going to go right underneath this 1 minute gap. Another tight trade. Hopping in on here. Gonna set a little bit of a bigger SL on the live account. I want to see this high get filled of this 1 hour gap. Remember, 4483. That's the TP I'm looking for. I'm looking for us to fill that 1 hour gap. Come on, run back up in it. Even though this is a bearish 1 hour gap, guys, daily narrative is bullish. So it's going to try to disrespect it. The only issue would be just getting in at the wrong time. But no matter what, guys, I'm confident that today that it's going to flip this 1 hour gap. It's going to go higher. Okay. It's taking back down against us. Come on. All right, I'm done trading this account. A little bit of a bad start to the day. Trade should have survived here though. Better, bigger SLs. I'll show you guys what it does when you can actually afford some room on your position. Because like I said, the only thing wrong would have been that I entered at the wrong time. We're going to see this gap get filled. We're going to see it in this stream. Come on, maybe even right now. Let's go. You guys know it always takes out your SL and flies to your TP. Guys, think about this. Think about this. Oh, you secured some profit, Iceman? Let's go, brother. Think about this. If it takes out your SL and goes to your TP, if you have two accounts and you set a tighter stop loss on one of them, and then a bigger stop loss on another. Then it'll take out your stop loss on one of your accounts, and then it'll go to TP on the other. Some big brain stuff here. We're digging back up into this 1 hour gap. Come on, chat. Gold got it for us. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. It's time to scroll some reels for real. Genius. Gotta outsmart the market makers, literally, bro. Bro got hella trades. You got this. You got this, bro. One of those trades is gonna hit. You just gotta keep placing them. Oh. Price action is low-key whack today, though. Like, what do you mean you close below, then back above, then you go straight through it again? Low-key kind of whack. We're getting a new 30-minute candle, though. I'm going to clean up the charts. We already know what we're looking for. We already got in a trade. So now we just got to clean it up and just watch it play out. There's no need to overanalyze the chart here. We're just going to watch it play out here. Come on. Guys, I got you. I got you guys. If you blow your account, I'm setting up code blown. We're gonna get new accounts together. During this dookie price action. Took out some liquidity, come on. No buy side whatsoever for us. Sweep some highs at least, bro, come on. I'm literally about to start blowing on the screen. Come on, go up. You gotta scroll up to make it look like there's more room until it hits your stop loss. Look at how much more room we got here. You can fit a whole goose in between how much room I have over here. Where's the goose? Why can't I see it? Come on, bruh. You need to be more nonchalant so it hits TP. True. True. What a goated SL placement. That's insane. Oh, I made a mistake. Did that take me out? We're still in this position, guys. I don't even know. I'm more impressed. Like, I don't even care that we take an L here on this trade. I'm more impressed about how long that position survived. Golly. Down 1,000 on the day on the live account. Took 2 losses on the funded. My narrative is bullish, but we have been pulling down from this 4-hour gap. We've been respecting the bearish gaps that form here. Staying below that 1 gap right here. We got in because it closed above. We got a little bit of a push up, but then it ended up melting through it anyways. So now I'm honestly just thinking about what we should expect here. What I should look for. Your TP is my break-even. Market's going to run right now. You guys get back in. I took 250 on legacy, then got out. Price action's not looking good. No, it's not really looking that good. I got lucky. As soon as I saw a profit, I closed. I'm chalanting way too much. That's funny. It's on days like this where like you kind of just struggle to place a position, and then in one candle it just flies up. We did get a new 30-minute candle. We got a little order block right here. I'm just gonna look for pretty much market structure towards upside on the lower time frame until we get this trade, because I believe in it. All right, we got a little liquidity sweep. We have some equal highs right here. Liquidity sweep. If that don't reverse it, I don't know what will. Bang, bang. Price action is definitely not the best, but If there would be any opportunity for it to go up, why not now? Come on. What'd you guys eat today? Let me know in the chat. That's my problem with trading. I close before it hits full TP, but I've been lucky so far trading this way. It's been a lot of one-on-ones for me. We're sitting at 0.5, but that bearish hour candle is too strong. I know, right? This fat 1 hour candle. It just engulfed the entire market. 6, 5, 4, 3. Brother, oh brother. It does not want to close above that fair value gap no matter what. Just any bullish market structure is just not showing itself. Come on, man. Come on. Nah, we just gotta be patient, boys. I know that if we dug into that 1 hour fair value gap once, we're gonna dig back in it again. All right, chat, what do you guys think of this gap right here that we got? Boom. I'm liking it. I'm liking this gap. Market don't like it, though. Market don't like it. There you go. All right, this is my final trade of the day. If this one doesn't hit, I'm out. I'm out. I'm leaving for the day. Done trading. Risking half the amount that I risked on the first trade. Just going to be slightly underneath the low, and we're going for the highs here. Going for a nice 2 bands. Let's go for a nice 2.5K. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Banger. It can still come back down. So I'm just not going to go break even just yet. There you go. We closed above the first fair value gap right here. We have a second fair value gap up here. Dig back up into that 1 hour. Come on. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It's fine if it comes back down into this lower one as well. That's still bullish. Like I said, that's still bullish. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go, chat. It looks like we're running now in the right direction. We actually respected that 1 hour gap as well. Time to clean up the charts and just watch this play out. It's my favorite thing to do. You clean up your charts and you just watch it play out. Once you already have the trade, there's no need to overanalyze it. It only makes you doubt the setup. It only makes you start looking for reasons why you shouldn't be in it. If you place a trade, if you had a reason to get in the first place, don't let the market change it. Unless it's like in like 4 hours or like a day, you know, then you can be like, okay, what's the daily narrative today, or what changed on the 4-hour time frame. But when it comes down to lower time frames, like, don't let the lower time frames change your opinion on where the market is going. That's what's about to allow us to catch this banger, because otherwise we probably wouldn't have been able to catch this beautiful trade if I doubted my narrative after taking a loss or two. Come on. My day was profitable. Caught this drop later. I'm going to sleep because it's 1 a.m. in Brazil. Thank you for tuning in, though. Let's go. Best entry was at 9 to 9:30. In what time? Because for me, it's still 7:42. I'm in Pacific Standard. W, let's go. Good luck, brother, hopping off. Appreciate it. It's almost 4 here. 4 p.m. or a.m. Oh, dang. Whole bunch of hustlers in the chat. Big D, bro, you should have gotten your account. Frozen mangoes, Waffle House, beef rice. Let's go, brother. 3 meals of beef rice. This is the one, chat. This is the trade. Price is so bad. Makes me wanna. It's the worst type of price action to be sitting in. You know, when it's moving in your direction, but it's just moving with like ups and downs. It's the worst type of price action to be sitting in. Because even when you're right, it feels like you're wrong. I'm watching this with my girlfriend. Somebody said value. Literally, bro. You guys gotta both lock in. Make some money. How else you gonna pay for the wedding? You know what I mean? Definitely. Session 3. Lots risked. And up 600 tonight. Thanks. That gold buy was crazy at the start of Asia session. Yeah, that was pretty fire. I think we started too late and missed the volatility. No, it's not that we missed the volatility. I definitely wouldn't have been looking for this to run back down into this daily gap. But now that we tapped into the daily gap, it's going to be a nice expansion. It's just taking its time. We got a new 4-hour candle. And maybe price is just unclear of whether it wants to run up right now. Seven o'clock does have a lot of volatility though. Just not today apparently. Come on, we just literally needed to fill this gap slightly and we're out. New 15-minute candle just formed. Let's go check it out. Okay, nothing too significant. There's no fair value gaps or anything on the 15-minute time frame. By the way, guys, if you can see a bunch of fair value gaps in the chart, like when you're trading, that's how you know the price action is good. When there's absolutely no fair value gaps, and that means the price action is really bad. When there's wicks in both directions. W live for sure. Let's go. I need to make some bread too, guys. I need this trade to hit. Boom, boom. I'm gonna contact a florist for the wedding. Does anybody do flowers in here? Okay, this has got to be one of like the most annoying trades that I've been in. Just tapped back in. Oh, golly. We got 10 minutes until we get a new 1 hour candle though. That next 1 hour candle better fly up to the galactic. Alright, guys? It's pissing me off too. Got out at break even. Bro, good stuff, man. 3:47 a.m. here in the UK, bro. Go get some sleep, dude. It's not worth it. Mark, you sticking the same TP, bro, just right above the high, yeah. I usually go with dried roses. So let me take a look at that. We're not doing anything crazy. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Where you from, bro? I'm from San Diego. First time I've ever heard you swear, bro. I try not to. I try not to. I don't actually like swear. I just don't see that as like a bad word. For your wedding? Yes, for my wedding. Should I trade again in New York session? Alright, if this takes me out, stream's ending. That would suck though, because we're about to get a new 1 hour candle, so it would just like genuinely like irritate me. Come on. There you go. At least let me survive until this 1 hour candle opens, and then we stand a chance. Let's go. Come on. Pull out the magnet strap. Gotta duplicate him. Up here, buddy. We got you surrounded, man. From all angles. No. No. No, I'm kidding, guys. It's just part of the game. That was my narrative coming into today. We're obviously running from a daily bullish gap. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Like, on a serious note, just following the plan. And if I continue following this plan, most of the time it does respect it. When it does tap into confluences like this on the daily time frame, it goes higher. Let me show you guys an example of this happening in the past that I've personally gone through and traded. So here we have an example of this where we have a bearish for a rally gap. It closes above it, then it taps back into it, and then it continues higher from there. And then let me show you another example, because this has happened multiple times. Once again, right here we have a bearish for rally gap. It then closes above it, comes back into it, and then flies higher from it. Let me show you another example, because this has happened multiple times. Here's another example. Bearish for rally gap. It closes above it right here, comes back, taps into it, and flies up from there. So I'm expecting price to run up from this area. Whether the lower time frame seems like it's running down or not, that's the narrative from my experience trading the markets and seeing this happen over and over again. One last thing that I can potentially do if it does start running in here, because I would just get frustrated if it happened without me, and I'm still willing to put some money on the line. Otherwise, I wouldn't have showed up. If I didn't want to trade today, I wouldn't have showed up. I'm still going to be protecting my capital, saving it for the good days. Obviously, today's Tuesday already in the market. Technically, it's Wednesday, and we do have some news events in the morning. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, and NFP on Friday, right? So price action is going to be beautiful the rest of this week. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to half the risk that I was trading with, going in with 2 lots. My first trade was risking $1,000. My second trade was risking $400, and now I'm going to risk $200 on this setup. 300. Boom. I'm going in one more time just because we're about to get a new 1 hour candle, and I think the new 1 hour candle might actually rip up above this. And all I would walk away with is pretty much a break even on the day. 1,500. Lost about 1,400 on the day. So let's run it up. And what I'm doing here is called like front running a gap, which means even though it didn't close above it, because there's a higher time frame that's pushing it up, I'm hopping in before it actually happens. And I love doing this all the time because that's what happens in the markets. It will disrespect the lower time frame ones if the higher time frame is pushing higher. I'd rather like layer into the trade and already be break even by the time it gets up above, because then I don't have to worry about it coming back into it. Revenge trading, if I've seen it, you can call it revenge trading. I've been halving my risk, as I said, and losing less. So if I lose this trade, I'm only losing $300. I'm not risking as much as I was. It's a way to revenge trade and minimize your losses. And I'm still very confident in the narrative. We're about to get some volatility off this new 1 hour candle. Then I'm hitting the gym, guys. I'm hitting the gym and I'm blowing all this steam off. That's what you guys should do too. Ooh, let's go. Minute. I just got back from the gym. Got a little 3 minute for Valley Gap right there. There's no point of even looking at any other time frames. I'm gonna do some push-ups. Close my eyes, come back to the chart, and then when I come back, guys, this trade's gonna be floating up $5,000, guys. Trust the process.